welcome to Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks and the House of Loud, a place where great teams go to die. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. The Beavers will have some work to do after that short return. They've met in the so-called toilet bowl, and they've played to go to the Rose Bowl. It's run the gamut, but this one is always intense.
Yeah, Reese, I called that game back in 2009 where the winner was going to go to the Rose Bowl, and I had a chance to really feel the electricity and the excitement at Autzen Stadium that day. This really is a tremendous rivalry.
And even when a Rose Bowl isn't on the line, Oregon State just feels good. The in-state rivalry, the hate, it's always a good matchup.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quick pass on the jet motion. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about, but if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotions surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries in college football.
And the Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Grab near the marker. It's Terry. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Beavers are moving quickly down the field. They're going to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Terry. He's brought down solid. Pick up on a little bit short of the 1st down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
After the 1st down completion, it's 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's McCoy. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Smart offensive coordinators, they're going to throw deep balls, especially those 50-50 balls you hear about all the time. My wide receiver is better than your DB. Well, not on this play.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Terry. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. Touchdown, Oregon State! What a catch and run for 6.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Oregon's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
And the entire playbook is wide open on 2nd and short like this. Scanning the field, it's Gabriel. Fires to the big fella. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
So many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. A program whose history is built on speed. Oregon just ran away from the Beavers last time.
And the Ducks were ready to play a year ago. They were ready for a war. They came out, they took it to Oregon State. They didn't back off, Jesse. That game meant a lot to them.
Yeah, they just caught fire early, and Oregon State couldn't put the fire out. They had no answers. Every possession Oregon had, it seemed like they were going up and down the field. So a big challenge for Oregon State in this one is to try to get off to a great start.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
The Ducks will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down. Being aware of the entire situation, maybe you just let that ball go out of bounds, but he makes the catch and he'll lose yardage. They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. The give from the gun. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Using his legs to buy some time. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the 1st down with your feet can be.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Turns it on in midfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Touch pass on the run. Discards a man. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's McCoy. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Caught in the backfield, it's Terry. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Keeps looking downfield. Get all you can, then get down with the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
It is perfect, and they'll push that lead out a little further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else. And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play action.
Off he goes. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oregon.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's McCoy. Takes the easy one to the back. And they pick up just a few on that completion. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Might be looking to run. Still on his feet at the 45. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
This offense has a 2nd down play. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Hankerson. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
And the Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. He'll do it himself. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. That is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heat.
Looking for a deep man. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. Fires left. He's got it. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Caught behind the line. It's holding. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Finds his man, it's Whittington. Tackled immediately after the catch. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Looking for the score. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Smashes it between the uprights. And with the field goal, we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
The Beavers want to pick up the tempo. Looking to pass. It's McCoy. Quickly to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Got it in the middle. It's Terry. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
The Beavers with the 1st and 10. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Hankerson. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that 1st down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Coming out with it, it's Whittington. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. To the air, it's Gabriel. Gets it out quickly. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Using his legs, it's James. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Looking to throw, it's McCoy. Get it out on the screen. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks, it's Clemens. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll try the run. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And the Beavers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Across the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The Beavers will have it 1st and 10. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He'll throw it. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
2nd and goal for the offense. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Beavers! Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Whittington. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You, keep being aggressive.
On the run, it's James. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Gabriel. Throwing right. Got him downfield. And he's running in the open. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Ducks headed quickly to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Got his man downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll keep it himself. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. He caught it, and he got it right to the doorstep before he was knocked out of bounds at the 1.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that 1st down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
Never a doubt. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's McCoy. He looks that one in nicely. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He's going to pass. Unloads it left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. The Beavers will line it up on 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. Buying some time. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
The 1st down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Terry. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hankerson. And they make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Fires to the right. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to get the first through the air. They're working that left side. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. The incomplete pass leaves them with 2nd down. Looking for a man, it's McCoy. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. They were really starting to put a drive together, and after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Looking down the middle, makes the grab. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the move. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon State! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, from Corvallis to Eugene, there are some ornery folks and some emotional fan bases in this always contentious battle between the Ducks and Beavers. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Oregon and Oregon State plays out.
And the Beavers will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Whittington. He's stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
The Ducks in the hurry up. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. To the air, it's Gabriel. Coming after him. What a snag by the defense. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Beavers! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
On the move, it's James. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fires one high and deep. He's got it at the 30. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Going up top on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Wide open, he makes the catch. He's off to the races. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon State! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away, and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Offense set on first down. Looking for space, it's James. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And the Ducks get enough to move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that 1st down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stewart. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And I'm putting that one in my back pocket. I'm going to star it. I'm going to highlight it. That blitz came home. We are going to need that down the road, and I'll be ready to call that one.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. This time on target. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
The Beavers are flying down the field. Back to pass, it's McCoy. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. He's looking to throw. Makes a connection. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Sometimes you'll hear guys derisively say, well, he just piles up numbers. When the number gets close to 450, that's worth doing.
And that's why they throw it as much as they do, because they've got a difference maker playing the quarterback position. He gives them a chance to be explosive and light up the scoreboard.
Zips it out to his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
He's looking for a man on second down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the catch. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Using his legs, it's Hankerson. Touchdown, Beavers! And the punishment has been extended. Right now, the Beavers have the Ducks all dammed up as Oregon State extends its lead.
No, you're right, Reese. Oregon State came into this one juiced up, and they've been clicking on all cylinders, David, offensively and on the defensive side.
Well, you could tell they're playing with a ton of emotion, a ton of energy. They're always the underdog. Everybody expects Oregon to win the football game. Oregon State, they have brought it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They marched 72 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Give to the running back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this quarterback has tried to do some damage in this game with his feet. He just hasn't been able to. Just nowhere for him to go so far, and you saw it on that last play there.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's McCoy. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field, make plays for you.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He makes the connection. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Right down the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run play action. Dances away. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
And the Beavers getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll go to the ground. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Feeling some heat.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
And the Ducks will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Buys a little time with his feet. Gets down with the slide.
Defensively on third and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around now, hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a fourth down and manageable. So much easier on the offense.
They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Works his way for 3 and gets him out to the 5-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback on the keeper. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. Finds the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
They keep attacking through the air. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab over the middle. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Looking left. A strike downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the middle. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a gap. It's Hankerson. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it then? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing in the 2nd level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
The Beavers look to keep this drive humming. Wide out in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. At the 45, on his way. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
From the gun, the ground game. At the 20, he's got space. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Lets it fly. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the run. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. Getting some heat. Back open in the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll just keep slinging it. Took a shot as he threw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Pocket starts to collapse. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Back to pass, it's Gabriel. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Wide open downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
They'll line up to go for 2. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Grab behind the line. It's Stewart. Hard-hitting tackle.
And they try to pass for it, and they complete the pass, and you just need a little second effort, something to break a tackle and maybe get in the end zone, but they weren't able to get it.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the offense. They'll run it from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. To the air. It's McCoy. Got his man in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
And the Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Hankerson. And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is over.